It's a very good day from Universal Studios. The last time me and Steve had stood here, we were going into Halloween Horror Nights. Not quite as nervous this time, though.
No chainsaws today, I'm afraid. Scott, I know you like the chainsaws.
I do.
No chainsaws.
I've even got the Halloween Horror Nights top on today, just in honour of the fantastic event that this park hosts every August to the end of October. So what can I expect in here today? Lots of
Very good dark rides.
Yep.
A not very good roller coaster.
Yep.
And just lots of fun.
Excellent. Well, every time I come to this park for Halloween Horror Nights, it rains. We've just got here now, it's raining. Sounds about right. We've also got Andy with us, who's been here 5 million times before. Right, it's time to head in, and I don't know where we're going, but I'm just looking forward to this. It's nice to do something different. Alright, what's going on?
We're going to go see some Minions.
Bananas.
So we've got 2 Minion rides here. We've got one just behind us, which is a simulator-like attraction.
Yeah.
And then the one across the street is a shooting one. So we've got like that, you know. Pew, pew, pew.
What are we doing first?
I think we'll do the Minion Mayhem first, because that's the one that has the lower throughput. So
cool. Where's the chainsaws?
There's no chainsaws here. I'm quite calm today. Last time I was here, there was some brown stuff.
Oh, many poos came out.
I didn't enjoy it.
Oh,
to be fair, it was organised quite well. If you're on the sidewalks, they tend not to bother with you, but if you went into the main street where we stood right now, you'd probably end up with a chainsaw next to you. So
excellent.
So you walking down the middle, getting all the action. I walked down the sidewalk. I had a good time.
Cool.
No one chasing me, and did lots of laps on the Mummy, which I'm hoping to do today.
Let's go then.
Let's go.
Welcome to my home, I am Gro, Master Villain, Scourge of Humanity.
Well, that was fun. Something different. There's a lot of the rides here are, you know, dark ride, motion based, and they're just daft, fun, and just sort of different to what you'd normally do in a theme park. It's not something we're really used to from the UK. So next up is the Villain Con. More Minions, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Have you done this?
You get a blaster on this one.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do, so let's see if I can work it out on this. Go round.
Ah, let's go. Well, we've been to the Villain Convention.
Yeah.
That was an odd concept. Really odd. It's like basically you stand on an escalator with a gun shooting at massive screens. It was a really cool idea, something I've never actually seen before, so yeah, I enjoyed that. Did you?
It's a strange one.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on the screens.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not as good enough instruction on
Agreed.
what you're supposed to be aiming for, what you're supposed to be doing, so I'm just shooting stuff. I think there's boxes that give you extra powers.
Yeah.
Or upgrade your gun, I think, because I noticed that I did more damage after hitting some of the boxes and charged it up.
Yeah.
But there's that much going on, it's a little bit hectic to actually know exactly. But I thought it was good fun.
Yeah.
I felt a bit like a bag going through an airport conveyor. That's probably the best way to put it. I felt like luggage.
Yeah. I thought the concept was really good.
Yeah.
I just agree with a couple of people what they were saying when we were walking out, when they were like, what was the story? So I agree that it was a weird sort of storyline and what we're meant to be doing, but the actual concept is really good.
Yeah.
Should we bring Andy in? What did you think?
If you've seen the film, the storyline's there. There's a film attached to it. Yeah, I loved that. It was brilliant. Shooting them up, going through. I like the way it was unusual to anything else. You were standing up shooting, so you weren't getting the car pointing where you had to go and you could just shoot everywhere. It was a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Rip Ride Rockit now. Yay. It's the Power Rangers. Rip Ride Rockit, 5-minute queue. I won't be disappointed the day they tear it down and decide to put something else in its place. But I think Stephen likes it, so well, there's Andy, but we'll ask Stephen as well. What did you two think?
It is a weak coaster.
Yeah.
It is a weak coaster. I don't mind it, I'll go on it, but you can tell they're winding it down.
Yeah.
You used to have a choice of soundtracks, now each genre has one track, which doesn't really give you much choice. It's like, you've got to listen to My Chemical Romance if that's, if you want a rock song, which I wouldn't really class as rock or metal. But,
Soft rock.
yeah. I used to quite like Iron Maiden. I used to have Wicker Man on there, which was great. So, but that's all gone now. So I think they winded it down. Ride itself, like, it's not an awful experience, but the trains really do like suck on it. The layout's quite fun, but the trains just ruin it. Like,
what would you put here instead?
Intamin multi-launch roller coaster.
There's a surprise.
I know. Oh well. But to be fair, let's go for something a bit different. I think for this type of ride, if you want something similar, we've got Gerstlauer, you know.
Yeah, one of their Infinities.
I think an Infinity coaster would do well with a similar kind of layout to what they've got here. Maybe a few more inversions, much bigger capacity as well.
Yeah, like Hang Time at Knott's Berry.
I was actually thinking of Hang Time when saying this.
Yeah.
That's what was in my head. I think that would fit really well here. But again, I'd be happy for anything really. I guess the reason for this is the height restriction's quite varied, so most people can go on it. So I can see why they went for this model at the time, but it's given them nothing but problems in its entire life. You always hear, oh, Rip Ride Rockit this, Rip Ride Rockit that, and I think it's about time they've tried the hardest to get it going and working consistently. Like on our visit, it's not been too bad. For visits before, it hasn't run like the entire duration of my visit. Not down for maintenance or anything, just broke. Yeah. So
did we not have that in September? It didn't open in September.
It was down.
Did it?
Yeah, I tried September and we didn't get it.
Yeah.
It was just down all the time. So.
Let's bring Andy in because I believe he did it in the opening year or
Yes,
close.
It was.
Yeah.
I think we just missed it. It was tested, but it was late in opening, I believe.
Yeah.
But we got it on the next visit. I actually enjoy it. There's some good airtime on it. There's some good G's. The second half of it is a bit flat. It is showing its age now. I still enjoy doing it, but yeah, I'd like to see something else here now.
Definitely.
Just any thrill coaster with decent capacity.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
not going to constantly break down, because yeah, Stephen's right. The amount of times that we've missed this because it's been down, which is quite disappointing because it was a pull to the park. But they've got money.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just going to throw another one out there, guys. Obviously you've got Voltron at Europa Park, high capacity coaster, could do all sorts of different stuff, could be well themed. So I think they'll either go with that, or like Stephen says, maybe a Gertz. But then again, Universal are getting on with Intamin, so any of those options are good for me. So I don't know where we're going next.
You know what would be good though?
Go on.
You mentioned Voltron. How cool would that kind of Voltron launch be? It's like a Back to the Future ride.
Oh yeah, 88 miles per hour.
Oh, like a vertical launch going up.
Yeah.
Like a DeLorean being like Mac roller coaster car. Yeah, I can get on the payroll if you want. And
there we go. Universal Creative, are you listening? Stephen wants a job.
I just love Back to the Future, and I think there is an absence of that movie here. And I can see why it's not here because it's a long time ago, but I still think it's a good enough following to have some kind of experience of Back to the Future within the park. Same with Jaws, to be fair.
Yes.
I think there's still enough following to the classic movies. They just don't seem to die. Everyone watches them still.
Do you know why? Because they're good.
Because they're really good movies, yeah. And I think that they need something retro, something a bit older, like Back to the Future. 88 miles an hour. I haven't got my Doc hairdo, unfortunately, anymore.
Great Scott. Next up is the Revenge of the Mummy, an awesome roller coaster, and I can't wait for this one. We're just taking a ride on the Mummy, and
Still grooving from the Blues Brothers.
and then we saw the Blues Brothers. So we'll put in some clips of the Blues Brothers, and then we'll let you know how the Mummy went.
Bluesmobile is moving out. If you are in the road, kindly get out of it. One more big round of applause for the Blues Brothers Rhythm and Blues Review.
How was the Mummy?
Fantastic as always.
Excellent.
It's a little bit dated now, but I still think it's a fantastic ride. Great throughputs. We walked on it.
Yep.
I just think it's just a fantastic roller coaster as well. It's got everything you want in a roller coaster. The beginning, I think the theming's great at the start of the ride.
Yeah.
But then the actual roller coaster section where you're going quite fast, I think you could massively improve that part of the ride.
Yep.
I think it's a little bit neon-y for my liking, but I love it. I like the fake operator.
Yes, same.
Thank you for riding. It's like the Mummy appears there and the ride is not over. You get a little bit more, so, and the fire on the roof.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good.
What does Andy think?
I love that, absolutely fantastic. Completely agree with Steve. Theming's absolutely brilliant all the way through. The middle bit could improve. It rides showing a wee bit at its age now, but still fantastic and well worth riding.
I'd agree with them both there. It's a classic ride here. It is showing its age a little bit. It's a little bit bumpy, and it is lacking some theming inside, but all in all it's a great experience and a must-do when you're in Universal Studios Florida. Okay, it's time to go and see Optimus Prime and the Transformers.
Right.
Okay, couple of things. I'm running low on the WD-40 and the nitrogen.
What did we think of Transformers then, Steve?
We saved the Allspa.
Did we?
Saved the day, yeah. The
Yeah.
whole planet, thanks to us.
Yeah.
Your experience guide saving the day for everybody. It's great. I quite like how it's built on 2 levels,
Yeah.
so you don't even realise where the car goes up vertically because you're so immersed in the story. So I think Spider-Man's the superior to 2 ride systems.
Yeah.
So if you could say the 2 rides rather than Spider-Man, this is still extremely good though.
Yeah, agreed. If I hadn't watched the film a week ago, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to watch it on the way home. But yeah, I literally watched it on the way here. I'd forgotten how good that film is. It won't be like 5 or 6 years until I watch it again, because I think that's how long it is since I last watched it before the other day. Excellent film. And now we're walking past Mel's Drive-In, also known as Mel's Dying at Halloween. So I don't know where we're going. I'm just following these guys. Where are we going?
We've got a few different things we can do. So it depends if you want to do rides or shows or a mix of the 2.
Everything.
Everything. We've also got the Dreamworks area we're going to just have a quick look at as well. So we've got a fair few things to do.
Lead the way, Steve. So, we didn't go on a ride next. Very important choices were made. Wow, ice cream, incredible. Right, we're now going to do the Bourne Stuntacular. Never done this. The Bourne Stuntacular is it's fascinating. The technology in there is incredible. We even had a technical delay, but I think that's because Andy fell asleep. But they paused it for him. What do you think? You've seen all the films. What do you make of it?
I've seen the first part on the start links in with the films. The storyline once you get in, if you've seen all of the 3 main Bourne films, doesn't sort of tie in. The technology in it is absolutely second to none for what I can see, the way it immerses you into the show. The stunt sections, especially sort of fighting bits, I thought they were a little lackluster.
Yeah.
I've seen the T2 show that was in there, and that was absolutely amazing with action, dropping down into the crowds, running about. This had some of that up and sort of dropping down for the ceiling and that, but I felt it wasn't as good as T2, but the technology in there was absolutely fantastic.
I'd agree with that, definitely. I think the way they used the technology, like the fire, the wind effects, and some of the stunts were great, but I just thought the fight scenes were just, yeah, they weren't very good, I'll be honest. I've seen better in like really low budget shows where fight scenes have been a lot better than that. But otherwise, I thought it was a good watch. I'll be honest, I wouldn't watch it again, but it was good. I'm glad we watched it. Next time Andy's going to watch it all, hopefully. What did Stephen think? He didn't want to answer this question, so we're going to ask it anyway. What did you think?
It's a one and done.
But you've done it twice.
So I've done it twice. The second time's a bit naff.
Yeah.
But like the first time, I was quite impressed with like how the sets kind of come out and merge with the screen and then rotate on the spot. And it's just quite cool how it all works. And yeah, but I wouldn't do it again. Now I'm done now with it.
Okay.
We're gonna have a wander down that way. There's a new Dreamworks area. Just gonna have a look around. Probably not gonna do anything in there, but just go and have a look and see what they've done.
Okay, let's go. Used to be normally a scare zone here at Halloween, and it always gets rained off when I'm here. So I've still never seen the scare zone, but yeah, this is a good little park. I've never really appreciated it like I'm doing today. It's been good.
Good right now. We're probably kept shut for a little bit.
I like trains, especially time traveling trains.
What are we doing now? No.
What's capacitor? It's in there.
How fast does it go?
Well, when it gets to 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious. It's actually got today's date on that.
Has it?
Yeah.
That is,
November the 20th, 2024.
that is cool. Camera won't pick that up, unfortunately.
4:44 p.m.
It's not Big Brother.
No, but it's you got your Mr. Fusion there. Great start.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
We've just been in the Dreamworks area, and Andy's
And
throwing
stuff at us.
He is, yeah.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
Trying to keep himself awake.
Yeah, so we had a wander around the Dreamworks area just to see what's changed. To be fair, not a lot. There's a bit of a re-theme. Just changed the IPs really to be more modern. The Vekoma roller coaster is still there, but just a different theme. So.
Yeah. Before we get to Men in Black, you want to talk about Simpsons?
Yeah, no, the Institute of Future Technology. I mean the Simpsons ride.
Right.
I'll be honest, I think it was better what it was before, as Back to the Future. It's another instance of Universal replacing something with something worse.
Yeah.
I think there's a few of those like Fast and Furious in this park. I just feel like this park is a little bit unloved at the moment, so I'm hoping they're going to like redo this area. I think this is the weakest area they've got. I'm probably not going to do it today. It's a big faff like loading, and I don't know, it's just not really that exciting. Even the simulator doesn't really go with the movie.
No.
So when you go to the left, it's like doesn't ride right, so it just makes you feel a bit sick. So yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Go and get a coffee then, and we'll do the Men in Black.
Where is? I think you do them over there in the Quickie Mart. So.
All right, cool. Good shout. I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy the Simpsons ride when I was here in 2017. I haven't done it since. I have no intention of doing it. It's, yeah, I just didn't enjoy it at all. So I think the facade looks great, but the ride, I didn't like it. So yeah, we're going to finally go and do the Men in Black ride now, which was closed earlier. Hopefully it's open now. Turns out that the Men in Black ride is actually down for extended maintenance work and not just for today. So we just got it at the wrong time, unfortunately, but it does happen from time to time. These are year-round parks out here in Orlando, so rides will be closed from time to time.
Hey, what happening, fam? What's going on with you?
I'm good, thank you.
How's everything? What's your name, my brother?
I'm Steve, thank you. Steve,
Big up yourself, Steve. Nice to meet you, fam.
Good stuff.
Hey, Steve, you're a wizard, right?
I try to be.
The man does his best. That's all we can ask.
I know.
That's all we can ask.
I don't always get
fam.
the right outcome, but...
No, hey, who does though? You know, like, hey, you know what? Just swish and flick and hope for the best, you know?
Hello? Noel Edmonds? No, I'm not the banker, mate. I've got no offers for you, sorry.
15 minutes. I quite like Gringotts. There's a lot of effects going on there that a lot of people don't realise. So this is one of the first coasters to have so many different trick track elements. So one of the ones you probably did notice was at the beginning, we have the seesaw element with a tilt track. It goes forward, so then when you're looking at some of the screens, the actual track leans forward.
Yes.
I don't know if you felt that, but a lot of people don't notice that effect. And there's like motion bases and in different sections where it's waiting, and I just think it's really immersive for a screen-based attraction.
Yes.
I think it's what Universal said bread and butter, really, combining well-themed environments with a screen and just get people really into the story. I thought the elevators going down were really cool. It was quite nice for the efficiency today. I've never walked on it. So
you have now?
I have now, yeah. So we walked straight through the attraction and jumped on board with our safety goggles.
Yeah. Do you know what? That lift bit where you go down to it, I was just thinking, like, I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, and I was thinking, imagine if there was a Batman ride like this where you're going down into the Batcave. And Andy's laughing at me, but I honestly think that as a DC Comics fan, this is what we lack. We don't get stuff like this. Like, Harry Potter fans are treated to awesome areas, and well, anyone that likes a Universal IP or one that they've bought in is treated to amazing stuff, whereas us DC fans, we don't get this. Anyway, Andy, what do you think of Studios?
Oh, I love Studios, really good park. Most of the time, everyone's up to date. I'm a Harry Potter fan, I've seen the films. That ride to me is the film. You're in it, you're part of it. It's absolutely brilliant. There's a couple of things in the park that need refreshed, but Universal are quite good. They're updating it every so often. I've been coming here a few years now and I've seen really big changes from year to year. My only biggest regret here is I'm taking Beetlejuice away.
Yeah.
Park overall, absolutely brilliant. The innovations in the rides are absolutely fantastic. The way they transfer between the screen, the sort of effects after it, the track, everything on top of this world.
Excellent. Now, before we end this vlog, we have something to show you. The Mega Movie Parade. It's actually finished, but we had to come and watch it. So here's some highlights of it. was mega. Absolutely loved watching that. It was so good, it went round twice, and I caught the second part of it again, whilst I can't remember what rides you were doing at the time.
Rip Ride Rockit.
So we're doing Rip Ride Rockit. Yeah. This was the other night, it was one of our first nights out here. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. If you could change one thing, one attraction about Studios, which one would it be?
To be fair, this park is fantastic. I'll just do an overall review and I'll get to that. So the park is great if there's bad weather, because most of the rides are indoors, not weather delay related, apart from Rip Ride Rockit and a few of the meet and greets. So if you've got a bad day while you're out here in September, you get a lot of them. This is a great park to do because the rides are mostly inside, so you can have a great day. When it comes to rides that I'd probably change, I think Simpsons, the area as a whole, it's got to go. I think as much as I like The Simpsons, I quite enjoy watching The Simpsons, I just don't think it really fits this park, and I think, again, what they had before with Back to the Future in that area was better than what they replaced it with Simpsons. So I personally, I'd get that gone. I do think they really desperately need a decent thrill coaster, which this park is very much lacking. The Mummy's great, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the Mummy, but it's very much a family coaster. And to be fair, with Rip Ride Rockit, I'd probably put that in that same bracket, but it is a little bit more intense and quite intimidating. I think the issue with Rockit is never really, it's too scary for the people it's kind of aimed for, but it's not actually that thrilling, so it doesn't really tick anyone's boxes. So I think that one's got its days numbered as well, to be fair. So yeah, I'd say Rockit and Simpsons, I'd like to see redevelopment there into something new.
I was just about to end the vlog on that note, but Andy's then thrown in another curveball, so what was it you changed?
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the films. I'm a bit of a car geek as well.
Really?
It just doesn't do it for me. It's a good ride in the right place, but the ride that it took away was far, far better. That's one thing in a park.
What was there?
It was Earthquake, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And that was absolutely brilliant. It had all the different sections as you went through. Then you got into the ride, you're on the train, all the effects. I think you've possibly seen the California one on Eddie Murphy film.
No idea.
Yeah, I can't remember which one. It has been in a film.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, that I would completely take away and redo. And I agree with Stephen on the other two as well.
Yeah, fair enough. And to wrap it up, I have to say I completely agree. I'd get rid of Rip Ride Rockit straight away, and the three areas that were mentioned, definitely change those as well. But it is a really fun park. I've actually forgotten how much fun this park is to come around, but I just don't come in here very often. When you've got Islands of Adventure literally next door to it, where are you going to go? You're going to go and ride Velocicoaster and Hagrid's and the Hulk and Spider-Man and River Adventure and all the other great stuff over there, but to just come over here once in a while and not have it for Halloween Horror Nights, it's quite good. I'm glad we've done it. But I'm not sure when I'll be back to this park, but I have enjoyed it today. So actually, I do know when I'll be back to it. Halloween Horror Nights next year. Are you doing that, Steve?
No. You know what? You say this. I've got a ticket. Apparently, I've got a free ticket. So I will be over here September, not with yourself, but I've got to do Epic Universe next year. So I booked it years ago because as soon as I knew it was going to be this year, September time, it's going to be open. I'm probably going to pop in and do a few rides. I'll probably maybe do a maze or two if there's something like Ghostbusters like last year. I enjoyed that one. Ghostbusters was ace. What? I enjoyed it.
You didn't enjoy it?
I did.
You were a nervous wreck after it for about an hour.
I was, but it was good. Ghostbusters was good. I was okay with them until we got to the Goblin one.
Oh, Goblin's Feast.
And then there was no queue, and it was a bit like a scare maze from back home where...
Basically, we went through in a two, didn't we?
Yeah, nah. I said no more after that. I didn't do any of the others. What did I do again?
He did. He went and did them at Busch Gardens. You check out the vlogs, they're all linked at the top. The whole Florida playlist from September will be linked up there. If you have enjoyed this video here on Your Experience Guide, please hit the like button. There's a little thumbs up below. Please comment. Please subscribe. Many thanks for watching. See you next time.